For everyone here on Zoom, we do have language services. To listen to the presentation in English, please pick your language by clicking on the little globe at the bottom of your screen. Why we are here, we want to dedicate this moment to our wonderful businesses who continue to persevere through one of the most challenging times in history. My name is Emma Clark, and I am the director for Beaverton Business Recovery Center and Impact Beaverton. I'll go next to you, Dean.
My name is Dean Bussey. I'm with Dean Bussey Marketing. I'm an honorary lifetime member of the Beaverton Chamber, and also I'm one of the consultants for the BRC.
Thank you, Dean. And how about you, Gustavo? Oh, you're muted.
Hi, my name is Gustavo Gordillo. I am the outreach coordinator from the BRC. Mi nombre es Gustavo Gordillo. Soy el outreach coordinator del programa BRC. ¿Cómo están?
Gracias, Gustavo. And next, Tyrone.
Oh, okay. Hi, everybody. Tyrone Henry. I'm with Energy Trust of Oregon. I'm the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Director.
I'm Tekla Sabatu, a small business owner, more focused on importing and exporting, and also I teach business courses.
I am Steve Schmidt, CPA, or is there another person that's Smith here? I'm the treasurer right now of the Beaverton Area Chamber of Commerce, and looking forward to working with Emma in the future on her budget and her.
My name is Edie, and I do cleaning in the area. So that's my name. That's what I do. Nice to meet you all.
Hi, I'm Stephen Smelly, and I'm glad to join you all today. I'm the Executive Director for the Beaverton Chamber of Commerce, and really excited about all the work that business is being done in Beaverton. So thank you all for all of your work, and thanks to Emma and the crew for all that they're doing with the BRC.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mike Layton, Director of Chamber Relations and Partnership at the Beaverton Chamber, and it's great to see all your faces today.
Sí, buenos días. Mi nombre es Beder Amaro Ascensión y yo soy representante y dueña de Cleaning Service LLC.
Bienvenida, Beder. Welcome, Beder.
Hola, muy buenas tardes. Soy Abelardo Beltrán, dueño de Beltrán Cup. He estado llevando este negocio a cabo desde hace 9 años y no me quiero dar por rendido, quiero seguir adelante. Gracias a ustedes por toda la ayuda que me dan.
Good afternoon. My name is Olga Lopez. I'm with Royal Maid Services, LLC, and I service Beaverton.
Y gracias a la Cámara de Comercio y a la información. Muy amable, gracias.
Oh, buenas tardes, muchas gracias. Mi nombre es Ernestina Calderón. Soy dueña de Multicosas Calderón. Muchas gracias por su ayuda y por su apoyo. Muchas gracias.
Gracias, Ernestina.
Thank you and welcome.
A ustedes. Muchas gracias. Muy agradecida.
Yeah, as you said, this is Alex Hayrani. I own a small construction business.
Welcome, Alex. Thank you.
This is a good opportunity that I get a chance today, I guess, to say thank you to all those involved who helped me to, do the business better and be more successful and survive. So thanks to all of you, and especially you, Emma, that I brought you so many days with all kind of questions, emails and phone calls. So thank you much, everyone.
Sí, hola, yo soy Norma Palacios. Quiero darle las gracias a todos los de la Cámara de Comercio, especialmente a Gustavo y a Emma, que me han apoyado mucho. Muchas gracias por todo, Emma, Gustavo, muchas gracias. Y la ayuda de ustedes nos ha ayudado mucho y espero que luego regresen y nos vuelvan a seguir ayudando. Muchas gracias.
Hi, my name is Juliana. I'm from the Small Business Legal Clinic. I've enjoyed being able to work with many of the businesses in Washington County and in Beaverton specifically over the last few months.
Hola a todos, soy Miguel Barrios, somos del Trenecito Daycare. Nosotros queremos agradecerle al Beaverton Business Recovery Center, que nos ha sido una parte crucial para nosotros. La ayuda de Emma, de Gustavo, de Claudia, el soporte con los programas de cómo hacer estrategias para hacer que nuestro negocio pueda subsistir en esta pandemia y podamos salir adelante. Ellos han sido una parte importante porque nos han brindado asesoría y nos han dado la guía para saber exactamente por dónde caminarle y poder alcanzar las ayudas que han estado ofreciendo. Nosotros nos hemos visto muy beneficiados de eso como negocio y como parte de la comunidad. El servicio que nosotros damos a la comunidad, la importancia de ese servicio está en que podemos ser un frente de respuesta, que no estamos precisamente como essential workers en el campo de la salud, pero nosotros somos quienes cuidamos a los hijos de los essential workers que están al frente de la salud. Entonces esto hace una reacción en cadena que nos permite servir a muchos. Entonces el beneficio que el BRC programa nos ha dado ha impactado directamente a nuestro negocio, pero también ha impactado a muchas otras familias, porque nosotros podemos subsistir y seguir adelante, y así otras familias pueden saber que dejan a sus niños, se van tranquilos al trabajo, sabiendo que sus niños están en un lugar seguro y que es saludable. Además que ellos se van con la confianza de que tenemos la conciencia de que los niños necesitan el desarrollo en muchos diferentes aspectos, por ejemplo, el físico, el emocional, el lenguaje. Somos un programa bilingüe y les ayuda tanto en inglés como en español. Estamos en Beaverton y nosotros queremos que ese impacto sea no nada más hacia nosotros, sino a nivel comunitario. Y muchas gracias por toda la ayuda que nos han brindado la ciudad.
We do want to hear from our businesses. We want to hear what their experiences have been, if there's anything that they want to share with many of our leaders here and our consultants, our support. And so this is really just the casual time to do that. Dean, I will continue so that we can all get to know each other, because I think that we have just this amazing group of great leaders who are taking the lead in their businesses. They're persevering through so much, and that we're working together, and we recognize the help that's being provided by our other leaders, and we recognize the need to be together and to rely on each other. I think that there's so many great things about our community that we've created here. I'm just so grateful for it, and the spirit of giving and being thankful. This is just a very wonderful thing that we can all be together in one room, and we can just celebrate our successes, and we can celebrate how we work together and what have been our experience through Impact Beaverton and the Beaverton Business Recovery Centers. We'll focus on just a brief introduction. So if you just tell us your name and your business, and then we'll go around the room, whoever wants to share some of their testimonials. We'd love to hear what has been your experience, what have been the things that have really worked coming from the Business Recovery Center, whether it's free PPE, the grants, how have those helped you to accelerate some of your goals and keep you afloat as well, and many other things that have come from the Business Recovery Center through our consultant team.
Thank you very much. I work with Aaron Doyle in Washington County Administrative Office, and we're happy to support this effort and learn more about it. Thank you.
Hola, buenos días. Mi nombre es Yvette Falconi. Yo estoy con Community Lending Works como Loan Officer y también soy consultora de BRC. Hi, my name is Yvette Falconi with Community Lending Works as Loan Officer, and I am a consultant from BRC as well.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Erin Doyle. I work at Washington County in the county administrative offices. I have been part of the team from the county that has been supporting and coordinating with the BRC program, and I'm really excited to learn how county resources have helped all of you, and excited to have you as a community of businesses that I can support as a Beaverton resident as well.
So my name is Lynn Halama. I'm the owner of Frenchie's Modern Nail Care, Beaverton and Portland. So Frenchie's is a clean, natural, healthy, and fun nail salons. Yeah, so that's what I do. And I have a lot of things, great things to say about the BRC and the Chamber of Commerce, which I will save it for later.
Buenos días, Emma, y buenos días, Gustavo, y a todos los representantes de la Cámara Hispana. Yo soy uno de los dueños de Yaris Cleaning Service, LLC, y nosotros hacemos limpieza residencial y comercial. Y pues gracias por toda su información y su apoyo que nos han dado con el PPE y todos los, pues tanto como personal y administrativo sobre el negocio. Muchísimas gracias a todos los que están ahí trabajando con usted.
Mi nombre es Antonio Díaz. Yo soy uno de los dueños de Omecali Frozen Trees. Y solo agradecer en general a todos, al condado, a la ciudad, a la Cámara de Comercio, Emma, Gustavo, que han estado ahí cada paso de todo esto. Gracias.
Hi all, this is Megan Rasmussen. I'm with the City of Beaverton, working with the Business Recovery Grant team.
Hello everyone. My name is David. I recognize a lot of you and just been doing some consulting, trying to help where I can on this great project.
Hi, David.
Hey, Steve.
Fabiola Rodríguez y yo represento a Ranchito Superstore en Beaverton y pues como todos lo han dicho, gracias a todos por su apoyo, a Emma, Gustavo, Teco, todos los que nos han dado información, ha sido muy valiosa para nuestro negocio y pues gracias y Dios los bendiga y gracias por todo el apoyo.
I could just share a little bit about how we responded prior to the state shutdown. So as you know, we are 4 centers working diligently to support the entire county for free PPE, accounting, legal, marketing support for your business. And here in our meeting also here today, you have met some of our BRC consultants who have been doing a lot of one-on-one to support our small businesses through the pandemic. So how did we get here? So some of you remember back in March, you might have received calls from me or Gustavo or even my daughter who I recruited to volunteer from our cell phones, just contacting you and letting you know that help was on the way. And we asked for your participation in the COVID survey managed through the City of Beaverton as well, and our amazing Lorraine Clarno. Thank you, David Tetrick, for creating that system. We were able to receive hundreds of your responses that helped our community leaders know what businesses needed. We needed to know exactly what you needed in case the state shut down, and how would you support yourself in the midst of this pandemic. And we didn't know at the time what the pandemic was really and how long it was going to affect us. But we quickly realized the effect of closing would be no revenue and many other things, of course, affected by no revenue. And so, how do we pay the rent? And that was a pretty popular question. We responded with an FAQ in Spanish, English, and Korean. Thank you to the Small Business Legal Clinic, helped us put that together, and we were able to provide a lot of really great information on how to talk to your landlord, how to request forbearance or any kind of rent reduction while our businesses were being closed. And we quickly published that and provided that at the City of Beaverton. You can still see that. You can still find that information. It still has become a great tool for businesses that are wanting to know a little more information about their lease agreement. it also brought up a lot of concerns about the lease agreements, that some folks, some businesses didn't have a lease agreement or didn't understand that. So we thought that there was a need for these legal services. And of course, the Small Business Legal Clinic team was there to support us. And until today, we still have that free resource for our small businesses. Then the city was quick to respond, of course, with a grant made in-house. Megan Rasmussen, both Megans and Rachel and Mike Williams, they all took the lead in assuring that our small businesses could have a grant to pay for their lease agreement, for their lease for the first month. Afterwards, they followed up with the second grant, which was really amazing. Being able to close your business and get that support was very essential. And eventually, other grants opened up for through the entire county, and other centers, all 4 centers in Forest Grove, Hillsborough, Tualatin, and Beaverton were opened up in order to serve the entire county with disaster relief support, and for providing free PPE, support with your PPP and EIDL and all those different things. And then you might have met Gustavo at your business, dropping off that mandatory signage and information about the BRC. It seemed too good to be true, but you did accept them, and you did accept some of the information that he brought. Some of these, the signage is still on the doors of many of our businesses here in Beaverton. And it was provided in various different languages, from not just Spanish, but Arabic and Chinese and Vietnamese, and so many other languages, because we wanted to make sure that not just the customers of the businesses and the employees, they all understood what to do during this pandemic. And next, I will let Gustavo talk about his experience. Gustavo.
Gracias, Emma. Pues bueno, mi experiencia empezó en junio, a finales, el 23 de junio. Para mí ha sido realmente un gran placer poder ayudar a toda la comunidad de Beaverton. La visita de cada uno de los comercios y poderlos dar la información correcta para que pudieran seguir operando fue magnífico. Me llevo unos excelentes recuerdos de muchas personas, de mucha de la comunidad, de los negocios. Realmente para mí es una actividad que me encanta, poder estar en contacto con cada una de las personas, ubicar a la gente y poderles servir en lo que más pueda, poder transferir mis conocimientos de lo que necesiten para su negocio y poderlos apoyar. Entonces ha sido una experiencia magnífica y realmente quiero agradecer al BRC por seguir ayudando a cada uno de los negocios de nuestra comunidad de Beaverton. Gracias, Emma.
Thank you, Gustavo. And so next we will we would love to hear from the city of Beaverton. I know there's a couple folks here, David Tetrick and Megan Rasmussen. We would love to hear what your experience was and has been just with our response to supporting small businesses. I know you've been so busy creating all types of systems and finding all types of ways how we can continue to have more funding so that we can continue to support small businesses. And I know that at this moment in time, you still have the city of Beaverton and also Washington County is having those conversations on how we can continue to support small businesses, especially for the businesses that haven't even opened yet.
So I guess I'll take this because David doesn't have a working microphone right now. You know, we are hearing all of your stories, and we want you to know that we are we're listening and we're getting your comments, and we are trying to be as responsive as possible and bringing those comments to those who need to hear them. So for all of you who have emailed us or have sent us your stories, we really appreciate that, because that has helped guide the programs that we have put out and continues to help kind of guide the direction we're going. Currently, we are working with a very specific program, but yeah, we're always here to listen. So if you ever want to send us your stories so that we stay in the know, because we are, you know, I'm not a small business owner, so I don't know your experiences. So it's great to hear your experiences. Emma, you said you had a little bit there. Did I answer any of your questions at all?
Yes, you did. I've loved working with you on all these different grants and all the different things that the city of Beaverton has been working on, and just getting the response so quickly has been so valuable to make sure that the businesses can get that funding really quickly. They can get language services that are needed in order to make sure that everyone is being served. It's been really amazing working with you, Megan, and even though we've been virtual, it's been really amazing to work with you and be part of your team. Thank you.
Likewise, thank you so much.
And next, we would love to hear from Washington County.
I have really appreciated all of the partnership that the BRC has been able to provide to the county, because we are not as engaged in the incorporated areas like Beaverton, because that's Beaverton's job, but we have been granted opportunities through direct funding to try and get services out that meet businesses where they are, because each individual business is going to be in a different place and have a different experience of how the pandemic has impacted their ability to provide services to their customer, or where their job is performed from, or if their job is even able to go forward. We've also taken back feedback that we've gotten from businesses and, you know, helped talk to the state about how that impacts what their guidance should be related to, you know, what businesses can be open and how they can be productive. So we are still moving forward with trying to get more funds out of the federal government right now. We think that they should be continuing to provide direct monies to local governments so that we can continue to provide the grant programs and the BRC type programs moving forward, because while the vaccination is starting to roll out now, this is a long-term problem that the economic consequences will continue to impact our small business community well after everyone is vaccinated. Please get vaccinated when you're able to, by the way. But we want to continue to be able to provide the support that we can by supporting folks who actually work with you on a day-to-day basis, like the Beaverton Chamber and the BRC program has allowed us to do that throughout the county, as well as providing those grant dollars out. It's never enough money, but we want to continue to find ways to partner with businesses in the community to help the next year of this as we're continuing to try to recover, and continuing to try to get society and customers and myself out of this room moving forward. So we've appreciated the feedback that the BRCs have been able to bring from you guys to us to try and make sure that we're doing what we can in a way that effectively helps the actual businesses in our community. So thank you to everyone, and I'm excited to hear more about business stories and what we need to know moving forward.
Thank you, Erin. Yes, so this is, I think it created a lot of anxiety when I sent out a message yesterday saying that this was our last info session. So we've been holding info sessions every week, every Tuesday from 12 to 1, and just providing information and some of the trainings, also in partnership with other BRCs. And so this will be our last for the year, but immediately there was a lot of anxiety. There were a lot of questions on, so is the BRC over? And so everybody here is really motivated and excited to be here because there is a sense of need, right? We do need to continue, and businesses do need us. Next, I'll go with Stephen Smelly from the Beaverton Chamber of Commerce. Hi, Stephen. Tell us what has been your experience.
So Emma, thanks for putting this together. I would tell you on behalf of the Beaverton Chamber of Commerce, we're happy to partner with not only the BRC, but also with the city and the county for getting the funding out. My experience, and I'm new as the interim executive director here at the Beaverton Chamber, but I've been involved not only in the Beaverton City and Beaverton Chamber, but with many chambers throughout the country working on COVID relief funds and getting things out to businesses. I'm part of the Small Business Coalition, part of the chambers that represent over 130 different chambers in 30 different states, trying to get relief funds out to businesses that are necessary. The thing that I want you to know on this call is the city of Beaverton was the first of any city that I'm aware of, not only in the state of Oregon, but throughout the country that I work with, that was able to get funds in the hands of the businesses as fast as they were. And kudos and shout outs to Mike Williams and the rest of Megan and David and the others at the city of Beaverton for all the work that they did to do that fast. They responded quickly and rapidly. And then kudos goes out to Washington County for the same thing, because they turned right around and helped with the distribution of funds out through the federal funds that they received, got those into the right hands, and we had already the mechanisms put together to support businesses in the community. And we could only do that with the hard work of Gustavo and Emma and Jafar and the rest of the team that work here at the BRC with the Beaverton Chamber. So the collective efforts of all lead to the great success stories that we get to hear from each and every one of your businesses. And you who are fighting to stay in business are the heroes of this call. You are the ones who are keeping the economic engine going in our communities, and you're providing for not only yourselves, but your families and for the community as a whole. And for that, I want to thank you.
Yes, thank you, Stephen. I know that, David, even to this day, you're still working so diligently to help the small businesses to get all their accounting together and make sure that they can have success with their grants. You were part of our response team with that, and we really appreciate you and your wife working diligently to help our businesses have success with their grants and figure out where they are with their cash flow and how to prepare for their taxes for the end of the year. I think you might have experienced some businesses that filed taxes for the very first time because they had the confidence that they needed to understand their business and legitimize their business as well.
It's been really wild. It's kind of been everything's been on well, I don't want to call it life support, but everyone went into a greatly different mode when this all started. And so the needs that normally, you could ignore, or things that didn't need to happen, all of a sudden it had to happen very quickly. So there's still a lot of work to do. And I agree, there's going to be a lot of work going forward. But I think the experience has caused a lot of people to realize the necessity of having just some sort of bookkeeping or accounting system. And then the other thing is just to have the tax compliance piece in place. it's maybe a good or bad unintended consequence of all this, but really to plug into these, there were a lot of things that needed to be done. And so, you know, a lot of it was just simply getting something together to submit with the grant applications. Some people have really good accounting together. Some people just kind of know it in their head. So we've kind of just grabbed, you know, what we can on short notice, and also we're circling back to work with people in this coming season, because I think this has been great, but I do really appreciate hearing that there is, you know, still more to come, because I do know a number of clients that, you know, that will need further assistance going forward. So I want to thank you, officials who are looking and pushing for that, because I know it's definitely a great need out there. So yeah, it's been very, very exciting to connect with new clients, to reconnect with some old clients over this. And there's still a lot of work to be done. And there's a lot of, it's been fun to get creative in what we could do. And I'm really looking forward to the coming year as well.
So it's been really great. Emma and I worked together before in other places, and it was wonderful to reconnect. And it was really, we were really excited to be able to serve more clients from Washington County. I think between the two programs that we worked with, we were able to serve about 40 clients during this time. And we actually do still have a few spaces. So if you do have some legal questions that are COVID related, definitely check in with Emma. We'll see if we can squeeze you in before the end of the year. It's been a really busy time for all of us, and an even busier time for all of you businesses. It's been really wonderful working with the diversity of businesses that have come through from Washington County, doing so many different types of things and different types of legal questions that you're bringing to us. We hope that we'll be able to continue to get support to continue working with you in the next year, and we will be updating. We do have our resources on the website that I put on there. It's free and accessible for everyone. We'll be updating the lease presentation that we did once we see if we get any more information from the legislature, and we've already updated with OHA and OSHA regulations. So we'll continue to do that. So if you see more regulations coming and you're thinking, how does this impact my business? Feel free to check on our website, and hopefully we'll be putting up presentations as we work on them. And if you have general questions about the regulations, you can use our question portal and ask us specifically, and all those options are all free. And
thank you, Juliana. It's been really awesome working with you, and really awesome the professionalism by the team of attorneys you guys provide to our small businesses, and meeting them where they're at, and being able, I've even heard that some of the attorneys have helped their small businesses with negotiations with their leases, and that's been just wonderful to hear that they're, you know, just the confidence that it has created, and being able to move forward, and all of this. I think, you know, some of us forget that we're in a pandemic, because we have all these services and all this help for, you know, to get from A to Z and that kind of thing. And so we're just so grateful to be able to be partners with you, and we look forward to continuing our partnership in this next year, this next coming year. Thank you, Juliana.
Yeah, so I only have great things to say. So Frenchie's Beaverton, we opened our door in December 20th. So this weekend we will celebrate our 1-year anniversary in Beaverton. It's crazy that a year has passed. It feels really short, and it was short because we were closed for 3 months. But since day one, when I first joined one of the Coffee Connect that was a guest of Mike, and then I met everyone in the chambers. I feel this is my very first business. I was a stay-at-home mom for 6-7 years before I go back to work, and this is my baby. And I feel very welcoming to the business community. All the support has been very, very genuine, not just from the chambers, but from all the members of the partners of the chamber as well. We have many chambers the partners come to Frenchies to get their manicure, pedicure, to get gift cards and stuff like that. And with the shutdown, because we are personal business, so we were shut down for 3 months. And as soon as we know that we were able to open up, then I called Lorraine, and it was amazing with Lorraine. She have absolutely a lot of people on her phone book, and probably her phone rings off the hook, but it's never take more than like 3 rings for her to pick up the phone and say, "Hey, Lynn, how are you and what can I do?" So at that point, I was like, "Lorraine, we are able to open, and I would love to have Frenchies feature in any kind of news to be we're ready to open, because our concept is clean, natural, and healthy. So all the cleaning procedure that put out for us is below what we normally do already when we first open our door. And I want to showcase it to everyone, because yes, business is allowed to open, but if client, if not knowing and don't have the confidence, we open our door and nobody comes in. So I called Lorraine, and she was pulling some strings. And then on the day that we was training, like 2 days before we were allowed to open, that was back in May, then a news guy came in and did a feature for us, and we were shown on, I think it was K2 TV or KGW, for like 3 or 4 times the day after. And that month, the month of June, when we reopened, we were slammed, because everyone like, "Oh, I saw you on TV and I feel very comfortable," and stuff. So that is really, really helpful. And then also all the PPE we use so much. And like, PPE price has jacked up, not just double, like triple. And sometimes we couldn't even buy, we use gloves, a lot of gloves. And all the free PPE was really, really helpful. Masks and gloves was amazing. It saved us a lot of money. We went through so many. Also, another one is all the grant that you share, Emma, is because there's a lot of grant out there. There's specific deadline, but it's very important for us to know, because I belong to another mom's own business group, and a lot of them don't know there's grant out there that you can apply even for one-man show kind of business, or like very, very small businesses. So I'm so grateful that as soon as there is grant, we get alert, and not just one time. And there is time that I receive like 3 emails, and it say in capital, like time sensitive, apply now, which is amazing. And that was one of the grant. That was the latest one from the emergency grant from Business Oregon. And as soon as I receive it, I click on it, and that grant was open, I think at 3 p.m. on November 19th. And then it closed, the application closed within 20 minutes. I was able to like sneak in. I was like, my application closed at 3:19. So I was able to submit it. So that is, it just amazing support. And any questions, any concern that I have for that, like any just business question is always answered in a very timely manner, like 8 or 9 at night. And I didn't expect to receive an answer, but it get put through right away. So truly appreciate. And then Mike and Evelyn at the chamber as well, like we were scrambling. Business has not been back for sure. And any day that on the news they say, hey, the cases are going up, is the deadliest day, then we have a ton of cancellation the next day. So I was trying to do do like a blastorio through the chamber, and Evelyn and Mike would just like effortlessly supporting until things get done. The layout is look as what I expect. The language, even the punctuation is as perfect as it could be. So truly appreciate.
I'll never forget the day you came in and you had ordered PPE from the governor's website as well. And you were given all these aprons and you're like, what do I do with, I don't need those aprons, but I do need masks and I need hand sanitizers from the Beaverton BRC. And so it was so nice that you donated those aprons that you didn't need, because everyone who received them, we distributed to 3 businesses, redistributed. They were just so grateful. They were just, who do I say thank you? Can I pay for them? And they're just so grateful. So thank you also for being so generous and thinking about other small businesses as well and their success. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lynn, where are you located?
I'm very close to the chamber. It's just like a 3 minutes walk. It's on Rose BG Road, like across to where all the construction is going on. And we're very excited to see that the parking garage and then the Performing Arts Center is coming up very nicely. It's called Frenchie's Modern Nail Care, and we provide beautiful nails, manicure and pedicure for men, women, and everybody.
I feel the same way, Lynn, and I want to say thank you for all the support and all the PP. It's really helpful. Like you guys were mentioning, it's been triple the price of the store, so it's been saving us a lot of money when we do the janitorial services, and the girls are really happy and they don't have to go and buy it, so I've been giving it to them, and so it's a win-win situation. So, and I feel really welcome when I go into the office. I've only been twice, and Guillermo is with his smiling face, and it makes you feel really comfortable and not worry. And so I just want to say thank you for all the support. We never had this pandemic, but never had that kind of support one-on-one, and I've been doing this for 20 years, so it's been really nice. So just thank you. Welcome.
And of course, Gustavo's always with the big, huge smile right underneath his mask, right?
It makes it easier.
Yes.
Because I didn't know when I went in, I was like, okay, I got the email, so I went for it, and I was like, okay, piece of cake. So thank you for everything.
I'm with Royal Maid Services, LLC. I have been in business for approximately 2.5 years. My business has been greatly impacted. I was working with a lot of older people, and I think right now they're just scared. And so my business has been impacted. I'm trying to market myself so that right now that it's slow, I can do other types of cleaning. And I just want to thank you guys for all the ideas, for all of the marketing information that you guys have provided to me, and for the PPE and the PPE supplies, because that has greatly helped me, and for sending us the information on the grants. That has really helped out a lot. I just want to say thank you to Gustavo and Emma for everything that you guys have done for me. And just, like everybody else has said, sending the emails, letting us know how urgent the information is, why it's urgent, the urgency on it, the time-sensitive information on why we need to apply right away and get prepared. And I just want to thank everybody for everything that they have done. We're all in this together, and we'll continue to work forward on this. I just hope that you guys that this isn't the end of it, because we're still struggling, and I'm hoping that they're still gonna keep helping us out with grants, and I don't know, anything helps right now. So thank you so much for everything.
I know Beder shared her heartfelt story. One of their team members got COVID, and not knowing where to go and getting that information. It was just really nice to hear your testimony. I didn't realize how beneficial some of the information that we're putting out, you know, because we're just sharing the information that we get, and for some folks it can be a lifesaver.
Sí, buenas tardes. Yo soy Beder y soy dueña de Jared's Cleaning Service, LLC, y mi esposo José también. Y nosotros el día, bueno, ya fue como unas 3 semanas o 4 semanas atrás, y nosotros estábamos escuchando el meeting Zoom que ustedes hacen cada semana, dando información y pues de todo lo nuevo. Y pues yo creo que para nosotros principalmente ustedes son como si fueran nuestros ojos y nuestros oídos, que nos ayudan como a captar toda la información, que nos comparten todo lo nuevo que está saliendo, que nos ayudan con información nueva de toda esta pandemia que es nuevo, que yo creo que todos estamos viviendo. Y pues nosotros escuchamos específicamente ese día que Gustavo y Emma compartieron que podíamos ir a Walgreens, hacernos un test de COVID, porque nosotros no estábamos seguros. Mi esposo dio positivo, pero no sabíamos a dónde ir. En un lugar que nos dieran, pues se podría decir que rápido, para no seguir contagiando, o pues más que nada a dónde ir, porque no sabíamos a dónde. Entonces nosotros pudimos escuchar que ustedes nos dijeron que podríamos ir a la Walgreens fue de Forest, no recuerdo dónde fue, pero fue en Forest Grove, me parece, y nos dijo Gustavo que podíamos ir ahí y que no necesitábamos una cita y podíamos ir, y pues no teníamos que pagar. Y pues fuimos, y pues sí, mi esposo dio positivo, y después nosotros fuimos, mi mamá y yo, y también dimos positivo, y pues eso nos ayudó, porque en realidad no sabíamos a dónde ir. Y pues yo también les quiero agradecer, porque nosotros también nos hemos beneficiado mucho con el equipo de protección personal que ustedes han dado, como todos dicen, principalmente uno que trabaja en limpieza. Usamos muchos guantes, cubrebocas, y pues de hecho eso pues los guantes han triplicado su precio, y pues los cubrebocas pues que ustedes nos proveen, y todo el equipo que hemos agarrado de ustedes, pues en realidad nos ha ayudado a pues a protegernos a nosotros y a nuestros clientes, y nos ha ayudado como se podría decir como pues en el aspecto de, porque como pues nosotros limpiamos casas, y como alguien ya dijo, algunas personas no se sienten con confianza de decir, oh, pues ven a limpiar mi casa. Algunos me han dicho, ¿sabes qué? Por ahorita, pues lo siento, pero pues no nos sentimos tan seguros, y más como pues cada día los casos, en lugar de ir hacia abajo, van aumentando. Entonces pues nos han dicho, pues ¿sabes qué? Mejor preferimos esperar más tiempo. Entonces estamos buscando pues nuevas alternativas, y les estamos diciendo, pues miren, ahora estamos usando nuestro equipo de protección, estamos tratando de encontrar nuevas alternativas para pues buscar nuevos clientes, y en realidad para nosotros ha sido mucha ayuda que ustedes compartan información. Y otra de las cosas que nosotros nos beneficiamos con ustedes fue con la clínica de abogados, que ellos nos ayudaron a hacer nuestros contratos, porque nosotros no contábamos con ello. Entonces, en una de las meetings Zoom que Emma da, y Gustavo y pues todo el equipo, pues nosotros nos beneficiamos, y eso realmente fue una ayuda para nosotros, porque pues nosotros teníamos esa intención de hacer nuestros contratos, pero pues ustedes saben que pues ahorita, pues como nuestro negocio fue impactado, pues no contábamos como con un capital, se podría decir, para poder invertir en eso. Y pues en realidad yo les doy muchas gracias porque ustedes, pues, como lo vuelvo a repetir, son como nuestros oídos y nuestros ojos, porque pues nos dan día a día y están enfocados en ayudar más que nada a los pequeños negocios que estamos tratando de, pues, de salir a flote, ¿verdad? En esta pandemia.
Thank you, Beder. Thank you for sharing.
Gracias.
Thank you. Anybody else? I would like to, Antonio Diaz from, is it Ome Cali?
Sí, Ome Cali. Pues yo agradecerles, agradecerles por toda la ayuda, la verdad. Cuando empezó todo esto, nosotros teníamos que comprar hand sanitizer y máscaras y todo eso. El hand sanitizer estaba como a $100 casi por un galón. Tuvimos que comprarlo. Después escuchamos por ustedes que ustedes podían darnos eso y nos benefició muchísimo. Eso es algo indispensable hoy en día ya para todo negocio. Las máscaras que nos protejan, estar seguros nosotros, nuestros empleados, todas las cosas, todos los aspectos de un negocio, todo lo que nos guían, nos ayudan en cada paso, no solo en la protección personal o en lo económico, pero nos guían hacia el camino indicado, en otros problemas que tenemos, todo eso. Creo que estoy agradecido con ustedes, tener tan buenos líderes y trabajadores que son. Gracias.
Thank you, Antonio. We've loved seeing all the beautiful, delicious homemade ice cream, and you're right next to us, so getting some of those, the tamarind ice cream or the eggnog.
Muchas gracias por todo el apoyo que nos dieron. Y Emma, ojalá de nuevo regresen a ayudarnos, porque sin la ayuda de ustedes no sé si vamos a tardar mucho, porque la pandemia sigue y la ayuda de ustedes es muy importante. Sin la ayuda, quién sabe si sigamos mucho tiempo abiertos. Pero gracias por todo, Emma.
Thank you, Norma. And next, Ernestina. Hola, Ernestina.
Gracias.
You're muted.
¿Ya? ¿Ya está bien?
Yes.
¿Sí? Oh, muchas gracias. Pues igualmente estoy muy agradecida por el apoyo que me han brindado y su ayuda. También sus consejos de cómo yo mantener mi negocio a flote, porque sí estamos en un momento muy, muy difícil. Pues toda su ayuda me ha servido muchísimo. Espero que igualmente que regresen. Aquí vamos a estar y muy agradecida con usted, Emma, con Gustavo, con Ivette, que me ha apoyado también mucho. Ya nada más sigo esperando la cita para lo de mis impuestos, que no he logrado comunicarme con algún contador. Pero de todo lo demás, muy bien, muy agradecida y muchísimas gracias a todos. Y pues los esperamos pronto. Ojalá que nos sigan apoyando, porque en realidad pues ustedes han sido una motivación muy grande para continuar en este momento tan difícil que estamos todos pasando. Y pues la economía sobre los negocios, pues la verdad sí ha bajado muchísimo, pero pues aquí estamos. Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you, Ernestina. I have
A
a hand up.
ustedes, muchas gracias a ustedes.
You're welcome. And I have a hand up for Jose. Go ahead, Jose.
Sí, buenas tardes, Emma, de nuevo. Mire, yo estoy bien agradecido con ustedes porque yo fui el que di positivo lo del COVID y gracias a ustedes, pues, tuve a tiempo para hacerme ese examen y para no seguir contagiando a personas o a nuestros clientes para ¿cómo se llama? Nosotros saber qué hacer. Y entonces, pues, ustedes dan mucha información muy buena y todo lo del equipo de PPE, la verdad, nos ha ayudado bastante. Y pues no tan solo con eso, como dijo mi esposa, nos han ayudado con elaborar nuestros contratos y toda la información que dan. Como yo antes no pensaba en un plan como para tener un ahorro de emergencia, pero todo eso nos hace reflexionar y pues yo no sé si vuelvan a regresar, pero nos gustaría hacer muchas cosas que ustedes informaron y nosotros pues la verdad no teníamos conocimiento o por no informarnos, pero muchísimas gracias y pues ojalá y sigan adelante y los esperamos igualmente que regresen.
Thank you, Jose. And next, you guys are so sweet. Next, Alex Serrani.
Yes, thank you much for choosing me. I wanted to share that in 2008, when the economy crashed, I was new to Oregon. I moved from New York to here, and I didn't know the Chambers of Commerce and the BRC. So what happened shortly after the crash of the economy, my business went down because there was no income coming in. Nothing was happening, and all the fees that I was paying for insurances and the licensing and all that, there was enough money coming in even for that. So I had to close it for several years and work for other companies who were established and have been, doing the business for a long time. We had a lot of clients, but some new companies like mine, not much chances. So, but this time, thanks to BRC and all the employees there, and especially Emma, thank you to you, that's for sending me all the links and places that I could get help and advices or grants to survive. And so far, I have been doing okay. So if I don't get any contract for 3 months, I still can survive, and hopefully things will change and I get back on my feet, that I don't need to use these sources anymore. But if it wasn't for you and the sources that you sent me and the links that you sent me so I can do something, I probably would have been out several months ago. So thank you much again.
Thank you, Alex. It's been wonderful to get to know your business, and especially with the PSU Capstone program. It's been extraordinary to share your story and what you're doing for our youth through your business, and it's been really awesome. And also to see the detail that and the passion that you put into your finished work, as a kitchen remodeling and bathroom remodeling. Pretty extraordinary. Thank you for being part of our community, of course, and thank you for sharing. Okay, so I think there's a couple people that haven't shared. If you want to share, go ahead and unmute yourself or raise your hand. Okay, Esmeralda. Welcome, Esmeralda.
Hola, buenas tardes a todos. Yo quiero darle las gracias a la ciudad de Beaverton, a Emma, a Gustavo, Ibe, David, a todos los que me han ayudado, a Juliana. De verdad que sin ustedes no sé si mi negocio estuviera todavía a flote. Muchísimas gracias por todas las ayudas, por el PPP, por los servicios y por los grants, y esperemos que consideren y todavía nos sigan ayudando. Muchísimas gracias a todos.
Thank you, Esmeralda, and welcome. All right, well, I think we've heard from almost everybody. If you guys just want to unmute and you just want to talk and you just want to share, if there's anything that you want to share before we say goodbye, because on behalf of the Beaverton Business Recovery Center, Impact Beaverton, and the Beaverton Chamber of Commerce, we do want to wish you the best of these holidays, and we want to wish you a safe holiday, of course, and a healthy holiday. We want to continue to be to work with you. We want to continue to support our small businesses, and we want to continue to make an impact in our community, because I believe that our relationships really do matter, and that's one of the things that have helped so much of us. And sometimes it really is just encouragement, and other times it's really information, like here's some information of where you can go and what do you do if you have any concerns. Our lines are always open. They're always available to you, whether it's through Gustavo, through me, through our consultants, email, phone, and we're always here to answer any questions that you may have. We love what we do, and hopefully you guys see that we do love what we do. Just a little information, some numbers. We have supported 305 active businesses through the BRC and Impact Beaverton. We have reached over 7,000 businesses in the entire Beaverton area, and that is door-to-door knocking. Gustavo has been doing such an amazing job with that, and sending emails to people we don't know about, to these business owners, and finally getting response, especially when you're getting an email from someone that's offering you free PPE. And they've sent you several emails, you start to believe that it is real. And so we have provided a lot of the professional consulting. That was very important to me, that we would have that you would meet with a professional, that you would meet with Dr. Techley if you were importing and exporting, and you could have that one-on-one confidential consulting so that you could have the best success. And if you needed accounting, you could go to David. And if you needed accounting software, we could provide that for you. And if you needed legal services, whether it's negotiating leases or any or understanding the recommendations and guidelines from our governor, if you needed help with that you could rely on professionals like Juliana and her team there. And our workshops have been really awesome. I've loved working with the Beaverton Chamber of Commerce to do the social media for the intimidated. That's still available if any of you guys missed it. And if you do want to, if you want the audio in Spanish, I can send that to you. And there's a lot of information on how to create content for your small business. And so, yeah, those are some numbers that we have. Of course, we have many other numbers. We have been tracking most of the work that we've done. And we hope that we can expand into this next year to supporting all of those 7,000 businesses that we've reached through the many different ways. I have to say that Joffer and Gustavo, they have this awesome system where they send out an email to 500 businesses a day, and we immediately start getting all types of requests for free PPE. And then some of the businesses are learning for the first time that there are some grants available. I do want to invite you to check out our BRC website, because there is a link. I know I shared a couple of weeks ago and also last week. It's linked to the SBDC, and it has information on state, regional, and national for grants, all the different grants that are available. outside of the grants that are local grants that we know of. So do check that out and do let us know if there's anything else that we can do for you. So I'll just be quiet.
Emma, Emma, tengo una pregunta.
Yes.
¿Sí me escuchas?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. ¿Cómo nosotros podremos saber si ustedes regresan? ¿Cómo nos podemos enterar para seguir con ustedes, siguiéndolos en las meetings que hacen?
Okay, so Gustavo and I are here, and we still do have Impact Beaverton. So our resources are going to be available to all businesses in the city of Beaverton. And of course, if you're doing business in Beaverton, so either residents or business owners of Beaverton, we also have a lot of the support still from the Beaverton Chamber of Commerce, whether you want to meet other businesses and you want to connect with them and you want to be part of that growing business community. We do have that still ongoing. As far as the BRC, for instance, the BRC Consulting, that is all through independent contractors such as our amazing partners, Yvette and Dean and David and Dr. Techley here and Claudia, all of them. You can still consult with them, but we are unable to pay for that consulting right now. We're hoping that we can expand the program, and coming into this next year, we can continue to make those services free to you for the entire county. We don't know yet. I know there's a lot of amazing conversations within our leaders, but we will continue to provide free PPE until the end of December. We will let you know if something changes. I think everyone has been very generous to keep us going a little longer. To be honest with you, our funding has already ended. So we're doing a lot of, we're finding different ways to continue so that we can be open and we can provide the information that you need and free PPE. But do take advantage of these last couple of weeks of the BRC. We still have, sounds like we still have two referrals for legal consulting. So if you need a contract, if you need a waiver, disclaimer, copyright, those things are really awesome. You do want to take advantage of it. I know that they can squeeze you in. This would be last minute, but the entire service is free. PPE, we will continue to provide those resources until the end of December. Starting in January, we'll still be an information to you. We never close our doors, so we'll still be available to you. It just may be a little reduced as far as free expert consulting. But otherwise, we're here to support you, and we continue to have a passion to watch you grow and be a resource to you.
Emma?
Yes.
Can I say something?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I just, as a member of the Beaverton Chamber and also working with them as a consultant, I just want to encourage all the businesses that have been part of the BRC. You're also part of the Chamber. The Chamber is here to support all the businesses in Beaverton or any business. So if you have any issues or anything, please contact the Chamber, and there's always Impact Beaverton, because we're not going away. You know, we're your big support. And so just contact the Chamber, and there's always somebody that's going to help you. And you can always contact me and I'll help you. And I think we just created a great community of support for all the folks that are on the call. And I really like to thank the city of Beaverton, Washington County for all their support, because without them, none of this would have been possible. And it's just all a group of people coming together and working together to support small businesses. So thank you.
Thank you, Dean. Okay, well, hope everyone is having great plans for their holidays and they're being safe. And I wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone.
Emma,
yes.
Leticia levantó la mano.
Oh, Leticia wants to share. Okay.
Y también Gloria.
Okay, so we have like 2 minutes. So yes, go ahead and share.
Buenas tardes, habla Leticia Bárcenas. Me dio gusto conocerte, Emma, y Gustavo ya lo había visto. Gracias por todo el apoyo que nos dieron. Gracias por empoderarnos a esta resiliencia en nosotros, ¿verdad? Que en esta incertidumbre se nos está dando. Esto sigue y esperamos que ustedes sigan con una fuerza para continuar. Y si ustedes siguen, nosotros tenemos una esperanza que nos brindan. Gracias por los enlaces, gracias por los recursos. ¿Qué me funcionó? De ustedes a mí me funcionó todo, totalmente todo. Desde la comunicación, el hablar por teléfono, el que ustedes vivieron en el campo de batalla con nosotros, ¿verdad? Y ¿qué me funcionó también? Ampliar mi visión, empoderar y ampliarme más este rubro. Mi rubro es en la educación temprana. Para estos pequeñines, el éxito de ellos es el éxito de todos nosotros. Gracias a toda la organización.
Thank you, Leticia. And Gloria, you have a last thought? Okay, maybe we can do something really fun. If you guys want to turn your video on, we can just take a quick photo. This will be a good photo for our memory. So I have my Christmas hat or a holiday hat in the spirit of...
Emma.
Yes.
Quiero presentar a Jaffa.
Oh yes, and Joffer. Hi, Joffer. Hey. We forgot to introduce you. Joffer has been amazing. He's one of our team members assembling the PPE and getting it out the door and sending you all these email blast materials to people that don't know us. He's been doing such an amazing job and just having a system to organize all the PPE so that it's ready for when you guys show up. It's ready to go, and it's been really amazing, Joffer. We are so grateful for you, and we look forward to continue to work with you. And you've been just exceptional, helping us. By the way, we have this month we were the leading BRC PPE distributor. We served over 300 businesses in 1 month. Our wonderful partners, the Hillsborough Chamber, about 150, and then Tualatin about 120, and Forest Grove about 40. And so to let you know that our engagement, thank you to Gustavo and to Joffer, has been pretty successful. We're not competitive, but we're very happy to be helping as many businesses as we can. I'm going to take a quick photo, and this is just going to be a great memory. This is a Christmas photo for us. So at the count of 3, we have 2 screens, so I'm going to take 2 photos. All right. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, second photo. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. All right. Oh, forgive me. I was supposed to paste it, so I have to go back to the first one. Okay, because my computer will forget it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you, and have a wonderful weekend, have a wonderful week, and stay safe, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thanks.
Bye, everyone.
Gracias.
Thank you. Stay safe. Adiós.
Gracias a
Nos
todos.
vemos todos unidos en la Power.
Gracias, Emma, por todo y Gustavo.
Gracias, Gustavo.
Gracias a todos.
Bonita presentación, Emma.
Thank you.